Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome. Come on in. We're also going to be going live on TikTok. So, today we're going to be just moving our body. It's going to be a quick, short live, about 15 minutes. We're going to be focused on upper body and stretching, not stretching, upper body and stretching today. So you don't need any equipment. All you're going to need is your body and your mat. All right, we're about to go live on TikTok at the same time. Good morning, good afternoon. Happy Halloween, by the way. Happy Halloween. Stretch and strength. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Stretch and strength. It won't let me type that on TikTok, so we're just gonna. All right, y'all. Good morning. Hey, TikTok. What's up? So we are also live on YouTube. We're going to be going through a stretch. Why can I not say strength today? We're going to be going through a stretch and strength workout today. So you don't need any equipment. If you do have like some booty bands and you want to add that for arm resistance, that's cool. But otherwise, you don't need anything. All right, y'all. So we're going to start with some arm circles. Let's get it. Arm circles. Warming up the shoulders. Warming up the shoulders. Good. And then we're going to go reverse. Reverse it. Reverse it. Good. Isolating just those arms. And we're going to go back forward. Pause. Reverse. Forward. Good. Breathe. Warming up the muscles. So your muscles in your shoulders are actually pretty small. That's why they can tire out easily versus your muscles. Let's reverse again. Versus your muscles in your legs, like your thighs, your hamstrings. Those are big muscles. We call them big twitch muscles because they can take on a lot of wear and tear, a lot of weight. As far as your shoulders are going to burn out quickly. So you're probably already feeling this. Good. Let's release. We're just going to bring the arms up. Good. Stretch over to the side. Stretching out the side of the body, the lats. Come back to center. Let's do that on the other side. Breathe. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, YouTube. Make sure you're following us and subscribe to both. Good. Back to center. Amazing. All right. Let's warm up that chest. All right. So arms are going to come 90 degrees, right? Right in front of you, shoulders in line with the elbows here. And then we're going to come in and out. So in like you're squeezing your elbows together, releasing back out. Good. Again, squeeze. If you guys are here, drop a comment. Let us know where you're joining from. We are also on YouTube, Real Rhythm Dance and Fitness on YouTube. Good. Really open the chest and then focus on bringing the elbows together here. Keep your core engaged, so meaning that we're pulling in the navel to the spine. We're not necessarily holding the breath. We don't want to hold the breath when we're going through movement. We want to focus on even breaths. So maybe inhaling as you bring the elbows together, exhaling as you bring them out. Good. We have 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Woo. Okay. Shake it out. Let's see who's on TikTok. Hello. Good morning. Welcome. Okay. So now, hi Milo. My dog is like, he wants to get in the workout. All right. So from here, we're going to just be reaching. We're going to reach out. You're going to cross. You're going to come back out. And then your arms are going to come down here. Okay. So up. Each time you cross, use a different arm. So we're working the shoulders here. Now remember, you do not always need weights to see results in your body. You can literally, right? If you're just starting to work out, first of all, you don't want to go straight for heavy dumbbells or weights, okay? That's how you end up getting super sore. Then you don't want to work out for like a week or two. You get discouraged because you're like, oh my God, how come every time I work out, I'm sore? And that is because you're doing way too much, way too soon. So maybe starting off with just your body weight exercises like this, right? I'm sure you're already feeling this in your triceps, your shoulders, your biceps, right? Good. Two more. Breathe. Good. Last one. Amazing. Whew. Shake it out. I'm going to close my window because they're out there cutting the grass and it's disturbing. Good morning, everyone. Hello. I hope y'all are working out and not just watching, okay? It's Friday. Happy Halloween. Who's on YouTube? Hey, y'all. Okay, so we're going to now switch it up here. So we're going to be working just the biceps, isolating, okay? So you're going to lift your palms like you're holding something here, okay, a box. And you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. So shoulder blades, right, in between the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Make sure your shoulders are pulled back. We're going to just pulse here. So pulse. Kind of like you are lifting, lowering. Now these are, again, your biceps are super small muscles. Now, if you have small weights, right, we're going to be here for a minute. So if you have small weights, I would say anywhere between 2, maybe 5 pounds, you can add in your weights. But I want you to notice how this feels with just your body weight. If you're doing this correctly with the correct form, then you are going to start feeling this in your biceps because we are working on burning out those small muscles. Good. Breathe. Kind of like Pilates, right? When you're doing your movements, you're working small muscles, right? And then when you're doing those 100s, right, pulsing. Good. Nice. Pulse. We're going to be here for another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Nice. Shake it out. Yes. Shake it out. All right. Okay. Let's go into some shoulder. We're going to go back to the shoulders. Okay. So from here, we're going to be bringing your hands right by your ears. All right. So you're going to be lifting over your head. You're going to come back down. You're going to squeeze in. So we're going back to that chest movement, right? But now we're adding in a shoulder press here. Now, again, remember, if you have weights and you want to add those in, you can. But today we're just focused on body weight foundational movements. So this is great if you are someone who has not been working out. Maybe you want to get back into weights, but you have no idea of like how to actually work out. These are your basic foundational movements, right? So knowing how to actually have the form to work out before adding in those weights is crucial. So what I'm doing here, right, if I were to have weights, I would have a slight bend in my knees. I know it's a little cut off on YouTube right now, but I would have a slight bend in my knees and I would make sure my core is engaged. Again, core engaged, meaning that you're pulling your navel to your spine, right? Nice and solid core and not holding your breath. Good. We got a couple more here. Lift, really reach. You should be feeling this. Oh my God, I feel a sneeze coming on. Woohoo! Last one. Oh my God, I knew it. I knew it was coming. Okay, shake it out. Release. What's up, TikTok? Feel free to throw a sticker Show some love if you're here on TikTok. Also follow us on YouTube and Instagram. All right, y'all. Okay, so now we're going to go back to those shoulder circles. Okay, let's get it. Shoulder circles. Try to keep them pretty small. Okay, we don't want to be like super big here. Keep it small. Again, very small muscles in the shoulders. All right, working, focus, control. Good, we're going to reverse it. Reverse, keep it tight. Get it right, get it tight. Any Scorpios on here? It's Scorpio season. I am a November Scorpio. Shout out to the Scorps. And we're out here getting healthy, getting wealthy. Healthy and wealthy is always like the Scorpio's goal. Good. Reverse again, forward. Last time, my arms are already burning, my biceps are burning, my triceps are burning. I told y'all don't need no weights. You don't need the weights right now. Good, reverse it. Last time, make sure you're breathing. Breathe. And release. Ooh, shake it out. Shake it out. Yes. What's up, y'all? Where are you guys joining from? Drop your city, drape. Drop your city, drop your state, your country. I'm currently in San Diego, but we have classes with our company in New Jersey and San Diego, so you guys can check us out. Okay, let's go back here. We're coming back to that chest press. So elbows in, elbows out. Elbows in, elbows out. Squeeze. Open the chest. Squeeze. Core is engaged. Breath is engaged. If you're not breathing, you're not living. Use your breath. You know, when you breathe, you can get through anything. This comes from someone who has horrible cramps often. They've gotten better over the years, but I have also gotten better at breath work and really focusing on breathing through pain. That's physical pain and whatever pain we got to deal with as adults. You feel me? Sometimes you just have to breathe. Good. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Release. Okay. Shake it out. So why are we doing so many reps? Because we want to reach that point of burning out the muscles, right? That's how we get that lean, nice tone, that muscle definition, right? We got to get to that point. If you're just doing reps, this goes for with weights or without weights. If you're just doing reps and you're not reaching that point of feeling that burn, you're quitting too soon. You're not going to see the changes in your muscles. So that's why it's important to get to a nice rep count, especially if you're doing no weights or lighter weights. You can go higher on those reps. You can most likely do 20 plus reps if you're not doing any weights. If you are doing weights and they're like heavier, lower the count, but make sure you are hitting that point where by your last like 4 counts, your last 4 reps, that you are feeling that burn. All right, so we're going back to that lift. Lateral, right? We're crossing. Remember, you want to switch out your arms every time you come up here. Good. And we're working the shoulders as well as the chest. That's how we get that nice cleavage, ladies. You feel me? If you're a creepy guy in here, please leave. If you're not here to work out or you're not sending this to your wife or your girlfriend, scram. Good. Make sure you're going no higher than the shoulders. No higher than the shoulders. Good. We want to be in alignment here. Shoulders are working. Deltoids are working. Breathe. So while we're working, a little bit about us, Real Rhythm, Dance and Fitness, and me. So I founded this company in 2017. And it started off with, just classes in person in New Jersey. We're in North Jersey, Bergen County. And we have focused over the years on bringing more opportunities for people to grow with us, to take classes, to build confidence, to get active, to stay active, also to travel. Last one, we host retreats as well. We've been doing that since 2022. Good, shake it out. Shake it out. So overall, our goal is to build community for women. And we're not just, limited to women. We do have some men that are part of the community as well. LGBTQ, our demographic for men is not like straight men. Like, I'm sorry, we just don't. We're just not. You're welcome to do like some of our stretch videos and all that, but we cater to women. Okay, just being honest here. So we've been doing this since 2017. Recently this year, I expanded to San Diego. Let's come back here. And yeah, I'm just out here, building, growing the vibes. And we have a signature workout called Real Rhythm Dance Workout, which is a dance fitness format created by myself 3 years ago. And it's a Caribbean and Afrobeat workout. So you will hear reggae, dance hall, dembow, Afrobeats, fusion, island fusions, anything that makes you want to move, and has a little bit of spice and flavor. That's what it's all about. So we do have some videos here on YouTube. If you guys are watching on YouTube, we do have some of our Real Rhythm mini classes. So you can check that out if you want to dance, if you want to get that cardio. And it is a cardio workout. Okay? Cardio. Good. Breathe. Exhale. Good. We have 3 more. 1. Good. 2. Last one. 3. Nice. And release. Shake it out. Amazing. Deep breaths here. All right, y'all. So we are going to finish this workout with a little bit of a stretching portion, okay? But we are going to do some push-ups. We're going to do some tricep push-ups. So if you do have a mat or just a space on your floor, okay, we're going to get into it here. What's up, TikTok? How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. Okay, y'all. So we are going to get into some tricep push-ups. So I want you to start with your hands directly under your shoulders here. Okay, you can start in a tabletop, but what we're going to do is we're going to push the hips forward about 45 degrees. Okay, you can walk your hands out if you want. 45 degrees with the hips, so hips are slightly pushing forward. Core is engaged. Core is pulling up to the navel. Navel is pulling up to your spine. From here, you're going to keep your elbows locked into your body. They're not going out. We're not doing a traditional push-up. We're doing a tricep push-up, meaning the back of the arms are going to be working the most. So you're going to keep your elbows locked in here, and you're going to start to bring your elbows behind you, bring your chest hovering, and then pushing up here. Okay? I'm just going to lower this if you guys are on TikTok. And hopefully you guys are working out with me on TikTok, not just watching. All right, we're here to move and groove today. Sorry, YouTube. I'm sure people on YouTube think I'm crazy. Okay, so remember, hips slightly forward, 45 degrees, elbows in. We're pushing down. We're going to do 10 total. Let's go. This is number 2. Let's go. Elbows behind you. Breathe. Good. This is 6. 3 more. Good. 2 more. Let's get it. Lock those elbows in. Back of the arm should be burning. Ooh! All right. Sit back on your heels. We're going to widen the knees. Sit onto your toes. Bring your toes together. Release your head down. Ooh. This should feel amazing. It should feel so good. Breathe. We just work those arms out, stretch those arms. So we want to really walk the fingertips forward so that we can feel that stretch in the lats, in the shoulders. Good. Breathe. All right, perfect. From here, let's come into the tabletop. You can keep your knees wide here when you do thread the needle. So you're going to reach up here, reach, and thread the needle. Come under and through the body with that arm. Relax your shoulder. This should feel really good to the back, on the back of your shoulder. Here comes Milo. Hello, Milo. He had to make an appearance. Good. One more time. Reach up. And thread the needle all the way under. Relax here. Hi, sweetie. Good. Breathe. Deep breaths. And coming back up. Amazing. Let's do that on the other side. So reaching up. I just realized YouTube, I'm facing the opposite direction, but you guys can see me on this side. So reaching through. Relax the shoulder. Hey, TikTok. Make sure you guys are following us, okay? We don't make content just for you guys to watch. We make content for value. So if you're interested in dancing, working out with us, make sure you are subscribed. You can share our video, our page with a friend. Again, we have classes in North Jersey, that's Bergen County. And we also have classes in San Diego. Milo, please stop. All right, y'all. We're going to go for last few stretches here. So you can sit onto your shins or you can sit cross-legged, whatever's comfortable for you. Let's take a nice big stretch. Reach behind you. Thumbs are down. Open the chest. You can even throw the head back. You can take some neck rolls here. Opening the chest. And then from here, we're going to interlace the fingertips. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze and reach forward. Round your back. Relax your shoulders down. Drop your chin. Stretching out the back of the neck. And the traps. The lats. Good. Reach up. We're going to take that stretch back to the side. We did this standing up before, but now just make sure your hip, opposite hip to whatever side you're stretching is pushing down. So if I'm stretching to my left, I'm pushing my right hip down, coming back to center, other side, really pushing out my left hip now if I'm going to the right with my torso, just to get that extra stability. Good, back to center. Nice. And from here, I'm just going to switch my seat. And let's take a cross arm stretch here. Milo, I can't throw the toy because my arms are occupied. I'm leading a class. Do you see that? He doesn't get it. He doesn't have to work, so he doesn't get it. He gets free food, free bedding, free home, shelter, toys, water. Switch sides. Speaking of food and water, make sure you guys are looking into your local, food pantries and communities that are raising, resources and providing resources for people who are losing their SNAP benefits right now and people who do not have food. Look into your local, especially if you're a privileged person, someone who is not struggling right now and you can afford to share your abundance in any way. Help out your communities, okay? This is the time that we're in. We need to gather in community. For me, my mission is always to help people gather in community, to help them to connect with their bodies and their minds and to connect with other like-minded people. So whether that's through our retreats, again, We do have a retreat coming up in April that's going to be in Bali. So if you guys are interested in attending, all of our information is on our website, realrhythmdanceandfitness.com. So you could check that out if you're interested in coming to Bali. It's a super intentional retreat. We're going to be focused on connecting with our bodies, our souls, our purpose, disconnecting from chaos, allowing ourselves to really soak up nature and understand what it feels like to just be in our fullest, our most peaceful existence and expression. So if that sounds good to you and you need a break, because I'm sure a lot of us do, if you're living in this country, honey, I'm sure you need a break. So check that out. The Soul and Senses Retreat in Bali, Indonesia, planned, hosted by me. I've been doing this again since 2022. So really excited to be going on 4 years of our retreats. We've done some beautiful, amazing retreats. We've done Curacao. We've done Arizona, Sedona. We've done San Diego, Cabo, Mexico, New York. So we're excited to continue to just provide more locations for our retreats, different locations. So we're really excited for that. If you guys are interested, again, check us out. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you're on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, follow us on Instagram and YouTube. And thank you so much for being here. Take care of your body. Go drink some water. Go say something nice to someone, okay? And say something nice to yourself today. Spread love, not hate. Okay, we don't like haters. Thank you guys so much. See you soon.